Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Weekly Wave. This is the 7th episode, lucky number 7, so we're keeping it eclectic. I got my brother Sean Fitzpatrick coming on as my wonderful musical guest for the week, and I have some fresh content to show you guys in terms of some new ideas of what I want to do with the show. So as usual, let me know what you think in the comments. Please continue to share. Thanks for being here. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for listening. Now, I like this segment, especially for this month and this climate. This is Imperfect Opinions, y'all. And as I like to acknowledge, I don't know a lot about what's going on, okay? I think we're all in the same boat that we don't have the full picture and we never will. It's not our job to get every single detail of every person's life and what's going on in it right now, but it is our job to make sure that we not only test our opinions, but we find credible sources to form our opinions on, and we also discuss these opinions with people that we trust and people that we know. So one thing that I kind of wanted to harp on this week was the fact that when I was going to school, and I think when a lot of us were going to school, we were taught to have credible sources. We were taught to make sure that the information we were getting was coming from someone who hasn't overwhelmed the piece with bias, hasn't exaggerated on the facts, and it hasn't tried to play your emotions with the wording of the whole thing. And I know it's somewhat inevitable in the world we live in with clickbait and other types of propaganda, social media. It just throws information at you all the time. But the best thing that I've found for myself in terms of coming to an understanding of what I believe during a tough time has been being selective with my sources, going for more long-form content that gives me a more well-digested opinion of it, and then also making sure that if I go a little bit to one side, I look at the other. Because I'm just going to find myself with a crook in my neck, always looking towards a place where I've chosen to be, not what the objective reality might be. Which, it's a hard thing to say actually exists. We're all living our lives. We all have different opinions on it. But as you continue to discuss what you think about the world on your social media, in person with friends, and especially with younger minds that may not have as much access to the information, just make sure that the sources you choose to push, to share, are ones that you truly believe in, and not just a clickbait that makes us all hate each other. That's all I got to say about it. I love everybody who has done such a good job in not only raising valid points, but doing it in the line of caring for others. I told someone earlier this week that I believe when it comes to making a societal change, we do that as a society. But personal changes happen one-on-one. And it's a you choice. And you live this life how you want to. But our actions are going to speak louder than our words on a lot of those matters. So, on to a little bit of a lighter subject. This week, I got to bring on one of my favorite people in the world, Mr. Sean Fitzpatrick, as my musical guest. And this was actually the first time where I've gotten to be in person with one of the guests of the show. So, I spent the entire day yesterday with Sean down on his boat on the Ohio River, and it was a wonderful hang. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful, the talented, one of my favorite people, Mr. Sean Fitzpatrick. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Wave. This week's beautiful, musical, lovable guest is Mr. Sean Fitzpatrick. Sean, say hello.
What's good, y'all?
All right. We got tropical today. It seemed like the right day to be down on Sean's boat for a little bit. So, Sean, tell us about the boat really quick.
This is my houseboat. This is where I live all year round.
Directly under here is where I sleep, which sleep is a bad term for it. That's what
we call it the graveyard now.
Beside the point, we're on the lovable structure, and we're floating on the beautiful Ohio River, which looks like it needs a little bit of a facelift, but whatever.
It needs some cleaning.
It's going to do what it do. But on a very exciting note, we have gone from our previous games of Battleship to a new standard of Connect 4. So Sean won the warm-up round, but we don't count that for shit. I'm here to own this man, so let's see what we can do.
Good luck. I won these tournaments in grade school.
Well, what an outstanding moment for you, because you're about to get your ass kicked as an adult. So, Sean, why don't you start by telling us about when you got into music? That was in grade school, right?
Actually, preschool.
Preschool?
Mm-hmm.
Drop your shit. And then tell us about preschool.
Right. Boom. I always start with the center, by the way.
Hey, you got to start with the center.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so grade school, you're starting out on trumpet?
Well, actually, I started on piano.
That makes sense.
Did the standard thing. My dad was a piano player, and so when I was 3, my dad put me into piano lessons.
And when do you make that transition to trumpet?
Long story short, is our piano teacher that lived here in Cincinnati that we really liked ended up moving out of the town. So I stopped playing piano at 8 or 9, and then took like a year off, and then started grade school band and trumpet. Yeah. So
what are you doing over here? This shit's starting to look weird.
I know this game, baby.
I'm starting to feel really distracted and confused about this. All right.
See, bam, there it is.
Wait, what? Shit.
Oh.
All right, y'all. Sean 1-0.
Do you want?
Let's go. All right, next question, Sean.
Yes, sir.
When did you start to separate your musical study into the classical, jazz, and more secular realm?
When I got to be a freshman in high school, middle school and all that, I did basic school band, and then I joined the marching band in 7th grade, and I walked across the street to McNick and did that as an elementary kid for 2 years, or middle schooler. And then when I went to high school is when I started taking my first round of private lessons. No.
I just got you.
You got me. All right.
1-1.
Oh, come on.
Let's go.
No, so I got into high school band, and then I started studying like jazz standards, just like playing the heads of the tunes, and didn't really get into. Oh wait, I'm red now.
Big transition.
This is a whole new game.
There's a lot of feelings associated with the color scheme. Tell me this, Sean. Did you feel like a multi-instrumentalist as a kid going from... Okay, so now you've made this transition onto bass, and then also as a vocalist. What does your primary teach you about those two things? As a trumpet player, where do you go with that?
When it comes to the trumpet playing and going to vocals, it's a whole nother bag of doing melodies and focusing on melodies, hearing melodies before you play them on horn. So when I go to doing lead vocal lines or even harmony lines, being able to hear that pitch and be able to hit that same vocally.
Sean, in terms of playing the trumpet and unlocking those different parts of your register, what's actually going on the instrument?
The best way I can explain it is that it's all air based. You obviously you want to have your muscles set. You want to have your lips set up the right way. It's called an embouchure. You want to have like an even balance with top lip, bottom lip. There's a bunch of technicality there. But then as you go from a low range note, your air is moving really slow, so it's really, really relaxed.
Yeah.
And then once you start getting into the upper register, it's air velocity. The faster it goes, you think of a smaller airstream and pushing further.
Gotcha. Matt Lewis was our guest last week, and it's wonderful to have the NKU boys all representing on this show.
Love me some Matt Lewis.
But one thing I asked him about was where the music becomes a release in a time. What the hell?
You didn't even see it.
Yeah, I was being rambly for the last couple of minutes, and I didn't see Sean was about to walk all over me. All right, 2-1. Okay, let me shorten this question. In a world that needs healing, where does music play its part?
I mean, music is such an emotional thing. I mean, in any situation, there's some song that's going to trigger an emotion into a certain direction. Whether it's you have somebody that you just lost. There's going to be a favorite song that they had or something that reminds you of that person.
Where do you try to pay the most tribute within that?
Well, I don't know if I'd ever say there's one single particular, vein that I try to channel all of my energy from. I've always said if you just sound like you're kind of just playing notes or whatever, but it doesn't sound like you're putting your entire body, your entire mindset into, and you can see physical emotion with your body when you're playing.
Yeah.
Hold
on, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Waters just won this game. So it's 2-2.
You did not see that.
2-2, Sean v. Matt. So on that kind of note, how did you harness what came out of all of the quarantine in terms of your own personal emotion relation to it, and now you're coming forward into your music again?
I think the biggest thing that I learned out of the quarantine period, which I did one of the opposite of what a lot of musicians. I saw so many amazing videos and compilations. I mean, some of the stuff that you've been doing and what McGarry was doing, and all these local artists. It was awesome to watch. I did the opposite, and I put my horn away. I put everything away for a while, and I took a step back because I wanted to make sure that when we were coming out of this, I was coming back in with a new mindset. And what I was seeing all the other guys do was very inspiring, and it made me, the first time I came and played music with another human being. You know, but I didn't really try to go overly hard on just trying to do the same thing that we were doing prior to. So that first gig out, and then you're not just playing your music by yourself. You're playing your music and you're doing it with another human being.
Yeah.
It gave a whole new love for that.
Sean, my last question for you during this, before I whip your ass in this last game of
Hey, man, this is
Four.
going to be the breaker, baby.
This is going to be the breaker of your back, and I'm going to leave you in the water, Sean Fitzpatrick.
Good luck, baby.
I got ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Idiot.
Oh, I'm breathing you. I'm seeing it. You ready? Bam!
Oh, I'm not going to fall for that.
Oh.
Why would you think I would fall for that?
Hey, man, I know this game.
He wants to make me stack, but I'm not going to stack.
When you aren't going to have an option.
Okay. To get back to the questions, before I whoop that ass, just saying, Sean, how do you do your best to give back after everything that's gone on here? Do you feel like you're at 100%, and how do you give back that 100%?
First thing I thought of was, where can I go and still bring that level of entertainment?
Yeah.
And do what we can to bring what gifts we have.
Yeah. I think, bringing it back to the idea of entertainment, so much we do is very personal on our end, but you can't control what the listener gets out of it. And on the most minor of levels, I feel like that's always what it is. It's a relaxation point for the mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, sometimes the littlest thing that you didn't realize. I mean, the first time I played, like I said, we did the first time we played that first live stream with a human being in front of us and next to us and playing. I didn't think about how it was going to affect people at home, even though I wasn't, like I said, we weren't doing it for the money. We were doing it just to enjoy playing music, and then seeing all the responses back, and they were like, "Thank you so much for sending that for us." And it's like, oh yeah, this is a whole nother level of what music can do for people.
Yeah, and I also want to say thank you to the folks who were generous in terms of, supporting musicians with the $5, the $2, whatever it was, because those were the numbers that added up to paying someone's, monthly rent, helping to pay for their kids to eat, to make sure that they can get back to doing the things they need to. I know if I didn't have the financial support from my fans, friends, and family, I wouldn't have been able to get the equipment to take the next step to make the quality of the show better.
For sure. Oh, yeah.
Damn it, Sean. How am I supposed to win this game when
I'm
keep
telling you,
confusing me?
man, I've got you in the trap.
He lets me get in emotional rants, and then we go somewhere with the game. Actually, no, I'm about to whoop that ass. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
You
sure?
You sure?
Yes. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank my musical guest, Mr. Sean Fitzpatrick, for once again showing up and eating this sweet loss. Bada bing, bada boom, brother.
How do I still not see
super
it?
tight.
I still don't see it. No!
It was
in the center?
It was right up here.
Oh, no.
All right, Sean, really quick, plug your socials.
All right, so Facebook, I'm just obviously Sean Fitzpatrick Music, and it's going to be the same on Instagram, Sean Fitzpatrick Music, and then for whatever often I use Twitter, which is basically never, Sean Fitz Music.
Every time he gets on Twitter, I get something sassy and like a deep comment thread because he doesn't follow nobody. It's really jarring, but at the same time, I cherish it. All right, y'all. After this, you're going to be hearing a wonderful music collaboration between me and my soul brother, Mr. Sean Fitzpatrick.
My dude.
Catch up with you in a second, y'all.
Yes.
Well, that was Sean Fitzpatrick, ladies and gentlemen, and I just realized I messed up that score. It was actually Matt 3-2 Sean. So I was proud that I won, but unfortunately I wrote it down wrong, so maybe it's more of a tie. But Sean, quit running your mouth before you come up in my crib and want to play some Connect 4. This is an open challenge to anyone watching tonight. If you'd like to play Connect 4 against me, the master of the sport, at any point during this week, please let me know. I will figure it out and demolish you. Okay, open contest. Drop your name in the comments if you want mercy. Okay. On to the next thing, y'all. This is the guest jam with my brother Sean Fitzpatrick. I hope you enjoy it. Here comes the flavor saver. Yeah! Sean Fitzpatrick, ladies and gentlemen. That's my soul brother. And Sean, thank you for the hospitality on the boat yesterday. It was a wonderful time. It was exactly what I needed. And that man can rip a trumpet in half with his bare hands. Shit is crazy. Okay, well, as a side note, like I said, Sean is a very essential and loved member of the Recipe. And the band and I have started to take our first steps back out of the pandemic homestead. So we're getting back out on the road. And we have a couple of dates coming up, starting on June 30th in Louisville, Kentucky. We play Louisville, Lexington, Asheville, Columbia, Hilton Head, South Carolina. So if you are in any one of those cities or within an hour range, please hit us up. We would love to see you. There's plenty of time to hang before or after the shows. We just got to know what you want to do. Or else we're going to pack up the van and get back to the damn hotel and watch Netflix, because that's what the boys do. Whatever. On this next sequence, segment, whatever we want to call it, you get to hear a little bit of our first show back, which was Memorial Day with the Naked Karate Girls out at the Starlight Drive-In Theater. I can't thank these guys enough for letting us come out and share their stage for a little bit. Shout out to the members of the Recipe that were on the show, Nick Hack, Johnny Disco, Jamarco Thomas. A lot of fatherhood on that stage. So here is a unreleased tune of mine called Teeter Totter.
I'm sure at the park, still moving through the dark. The lights and dark for you, all I see. I heard something in my ears, but then traffic's all I hear. It's happens in the noise, I'm just shy in your voice. Oh my, oh, teeter totter. Running on, racing down on my own, down, teeter-totter. Come on, Johnny.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That one is called Teeter Totter. That song is actually inspired by a wonderful friend, an amazing hairstylist in the city of Cincinnati. Her name is Whitney Brzezinski. We were talking one day about songwriting, and I said, what should I write about today? And she said, give me a teeter totter. So that's what it comes from, and it's some beautiful college memories of hanging out with my buddies, and I hope you dig the tune for sure. Sorry about how grainy that footage came back. That was probably just a problem with my live streaming technique. I'll compress those files for next week. Let me know if you dig seeing a little bit of the live shows, though. We're starting to pick it up a little bit more. Next week, I have some very cool stuff coming from our show with Afro Man. So get excited for that, all shot by Simeon Collins. And I want to give a special early Father's Day shout-out to the amazing Johnny Disco and Jamarco Thomas, otherwise known as Daddy Disco and Daddy Delicious. It's a lot of D. Sorry about that. Bad innuendo. My bad. Okay, hopping into the next thing. I wanted to hop into a few songs that I kind of have in the works right now. We're prepping for tour, so make sure you give me some feedback about what you think. You can catch us playing a whole lot of new material coming up again, starting on June 30th, going through July 7th. We'll be out on the road with a lot of friends to see and a lot of shows to play. So let's hop into this next segment where we're going to be taking a few requests. Let me know what you want to hear, and I got 3 very special songs ahead for you. Let me extend this because camera 2 has a little more fit and flair, y'all. Don't you get it? Don't you get it? Alright, so this first one's kind of on the rock fritz. The song is called Both of Me. My love came with a thorn. Every rose has a way to hurt you. Those scars you proudly wore, trimming the sides and wounds into. Hey, thanks, Max. Appreciate that. I could be such a brick, flooding down the forearm till it drips. Now loving has come to this. I taste the truth when you by my lip. Champagne is part of the game with loving me. It is happening for this ecstasy. I'm trying to change, but I'm deranged. There's two sides to see. Can you love both of me? My demons have found their place, posting up on one side of my shoulders. They scream my name at night, 'cause the fire never seems to smolder. I wish it were the case, letting the pain make me colder. Took me to a place where both sides can stay and grow older. Pain is part of the game with loving me. Hurting is happening before this ecstasy. I'm trying to change, but I'm deranged. It's two sides to see. Can you love both of me? Some pain is part of the game with loving me. Hurting is happening before this ecstasy. I've tried to change, but I'm deranged. There's two sides to see. Can you love both of me? Now it's called Both of Me, y'all. These guitars have had a hellish time staying in tune since we started going back outside again. It's like guitars have allergies almost to humidity. It's very frustrating on the gig, but just getting acclimated, I guess, y'all. What's going on, man? Hey, thanks again for coming to the show, man. This man walked straight up to the front of the stage. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. It's not like we had mosh pits in the front. So, there's a little bit of space at the very front of the stage. Walks in the front door, out into the back. Now the show's going on, walks in front of all these people to the front of the stage, so I had a friend looking up at me saying, get it. And it meant a whole lot, dude. So thanks for being there. And it was a pleasure hanging for a bit after. Let me know if the open mic is still going on. We should plug that real quick so people come out and join in on the fun you're having. All right, y'all, this next one is a song that was supposed to be on my most recent album. And I'm not saying it's not, but we don't have that thing finished yet. And everything's up in the air. But regardless, I dedicate this to the people that keep us supported, the people that have held strong in hard times, and some of my personal favorites. Red Wine Break. Cheers, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Just remember, if you drink box wine, it's only appropriate to drink it straight from the box, like a large Capri Sun that may also be alcoholic and didn't come with a straw. I know it's inconvenient, but there is a nozzle, and people shouldn't judge you for that. It may not be my time now, but I can't wait to find out if you and me were meant to find each other here. There's days when I feel anxious and days when I feel thankless, but you should leave my glass half full. And if you and me were pieces of a puzzle, I'm so we fit side by side, oh, hand in mine. You make my picture so complete. You make my picture so complete. May not always see it, but somehow you can be in the perfect shade of the colors I need. In life there's always friction, but without it we'd be missing. The only way I copy gets a shock. And if you and me were pieces of a puzzle, shall we fit side by side, oh, hand in mine? You make my picture so complete. You make my picture so complete. Jordan, thanks for hopping on, man. I know you're busy. I forget where we were. The last time I said it on a live stream, Jordan was like, dude, you were like 3 states off. But when we were on the Few Words tour, Jordan and I stopped at like a family rest area where they had like a McDonald's and some other restaurants, restrooms and everything. And they have a food court. And in the center of this thing, they have like a big grand piano. And I was like, all right, there's no way this is going to be in tune. But this place is empty. We might as well shoot some videos. So we did one of the most emotional versions of this song from a Sweet Mickey D's. If you and me were pieces of a puzzle, shall we fit side by side, oh, hand in mind? You make my picture so complete. You make my picture so complete. You make my picture so complete. That one's called Puzzle, everybody. And if you like any of these unreleased tunes, you have 2 options. I don't know why this is my 2, but you can come to a live show. You can always request any of the songs you hear, or you can try to buy demos off me for a really high price that I can't tell you about online, but if we talk about them, maybe you get a discount. But thank you for listening. Let me show you one more. This is a new one that I haven't played for a lot of people, but I thought, I'd wing it because it came from a place I feel like is applicable right now, and I hope y'all dig it. This one's called Bad Politics. And cheers to that. Hold on, camera 2. Camera 2 came in and out. All right, we're back to it, y'all. This one's called Bad Politics. Upstate New York. See, I would have thought we were in Indiana. We spent the whole thing in Indiana. Love you too, bro. You're the best. I got bad politics. I'm on TV. I'm screaming. All these politics on my TV ain't freedom. I've seen a lot of this, a little corporate cheese. All these hidden fees got me broke on one knee. All this politics on my TV, I'm screaming. I got these radicals on all my feeds, I'm leaning. I'm on sabbatical, hiding in the keys, I'm seeing. All this rich deluxe, them crooks and thugs never had enough, but we owe them all. Like radicals on my TV, I'm leaning. Hold on, let me fix that camera, y'all. How do I fix that? Oh, ain't this a shame? All right, y'all, we're turning. Let me get you this bridge so we don't miss out on the fun. I wanna be a day tripper, some of 69, some love and some funk, some grass and some wine. Hold on, but you for some time. Besides, I got bad politics on my TV, I'm screaming. All these politics on my TV, I'm reaming. Hey, Brittany, thanks for showing up for a little bit. I got a t-shirt for you, girl. I got you and David both tees. If we want to make sure I mail them out to the right place. Got bad politics on my TV, I'm screaming. All these politics on my TV ain't freedom. That's called bad politics, y'all. And it seems like we got a lot of those problems, don't we? So, hey, much love, everybody, for tuning in to the show. As usual, if you want to follow me online, you can do it all over here in the sidebar. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. It's all at Matt Waters Music. Please find me. You can stream me online anywhere you go. I don't got a lot of songs out right now, but they're there for your enjoyment. Let me turn back really quick. Do we have any requests on the line? Also, Brittany, thanks for bringing up the sweatshirt. I got to push this. I am coordinating and collaborating with my brother Jay Banks over at the Native Brand on some new merch line stuff. And I got to say, that man is kicking ass right now. He just opened a new storefront in Newport on the Levee. It's insane. So go check it out. It's one of the coolest stores you'll find in the city of Cincinnati. And also shout out to Flying Pork Apparel, which has helped out with my previous tour t-shirts. And we're getting new sizes in XL, double XL, whatever you need, let me know. And all merch is available on my website, www.mattwatersmusic.com. Everything's on sale right now, so give me a shout. That will not last through the tour. We will have to bring those prices up because we need that gas money. Yum. I don't know why that came out, but it doesn't seem like we have any requests. So let me play one more song. Out of love for the moment, love for y'all. Cheers once again to the bottom of the glass it goes. I spilled so much wine on this guitar in my life. It just doesn't feel right. Unless I bathe in the same wine. You know, porous. Alright, shout out to the man, the myth, the legend that we will always miss, we will always love, who makes this world a better place, even in his absence, Mr. Bill Withers. And Grover Washington Jr., everyone's favorite Civil War general. Don't be afraid to put your neck into it, yo. Crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all, when the light comes shining through, to make those rainbows in my mind, when I think of you sometimes. I wanna waste some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. But it get cancer in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. Look for love, no time for tears. Wasting water's all that is. And it don't make no flowers grow. Things might come to those who wait, but not to those who wait too late. We gotta go for all we know. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. But it get cancer in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. Sing it with me now. Hey, yeah. This is for those of y'all listening on good headphones. Here comes some bass. If you don't got that low one, you are missing out, but here it comes, no doubt. Ah. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. But it can castle in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. And once again, y'all, thank you so much for listening. Happy Tuesday night. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. I will catch you here next week, and we will have a new time set for next week just to prepare for when we're on tour. We're probably going to start at 10 p.m. next Tuesday. So make sure you tune in. So much love. I'm Matt Waters signing off, y'all. Peace.